Hey everyone, Bravo Breakdown is back to recap Season 1, Episode 5 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. This episode is titled Sooner or Later. Episode 5 proves that even a picture-perfect day on the water can't calm the chaos brewing in the ocean state. In this week's recap, I'm breaking down how a simple schooner outing turns into a floating pressure cooker as the women split into factions, trade quiet jabs, and pretend everything is fine for the group photo. Spoiler alert, nothing is fine. Let's go. First off, is Kelsey the first housewife to just openly say, "Hey, yeah, I actually have two boyfriends"? It's definitely controversial, obviously, to be in two relationships at once, but I appreciate her honesty. I mean, she knows she's coming on a reality show. They will find your bones eventually. So just come in clean with it. Like, yeah, I have two boyfriends. What do you care? It's refreshing to just see someone be honest. Okay, so starting out, Joellen comes over to Alicia's house. And while Joellen was on her work trip, we learn, unfortunately, her 100-year-old grandfather passed away. She said that he was like a father to her. However, she was able to FaceTime with him and say their goodbyes. So that's nice to hear that at least she got to say goodbye to him. Then Liz shows up, and the discussion eventually goes back to the Railroad Explorer event since Joellen was out of town and they are filling her in on what happened. Joellen asked if anyone spoke of her, and they say no. Pan over to Ashley is coming over to Kelsey's house to get her hair done. This home is beautiful, gorgeous mansion, just gorgeous. She has an in-home salon. She says the reason this salon was even built in this home is her boyfriend actually planned on getting his hair done there all the time. And then when they met, she's like, this is meant to be it. I do hair. There's a hair salon here in your house. Kelsey she admits to her struggles getting to know Rosie. And she also is mad that she did not tag her when she did her hair before. So um, Kelsey, had alleged and said, I did your hair. You didn't tag me on social media. That comes up later on in the episode. So now we're at the boating event that Rosie's friends are hosting. All the ladies start arriving, including Dolores. Love you, Dolores. I love how she's just everywhere. Rosie says she feels anxiety around the ladies. She metaphorically feels like she is being punched in the face. She says she tries to be nice and friendly. Then Kelsey throws in her face, you don't post anything for her hair that she has done in the past, giving her zero credit. Rosie says, well, we didn't even take any pictures. And Kelsey says it's just about the support. Women supporting women. Hey, I did your hair. Could you please post on social media? Because you have a big following. And she also says it seems like she gives everyone else support and she tags them in other things. And why doesn't she do that for her? Rosie says, you're not going to use me for clout. Then we pan over to Liz and Jerry. They are enjoying their boat one last time since it's sold. Liz brings up how she feels about 14 years into their relationship, and he suddenly developed his passion for sport fishing. She gets emotional. He apologizes and says, now I'm excited for this next chapter. We get to spend more time together, and they're super excited for their grandchild coming. So I'm hoping that this is a beautiful next chapter for their relationship. Rula then has a sit down with Joellen, and she claims to know the mistress as their kids went to daycare together and shows her revealing text messages. Rula says these are fake text apps and this mistress is known for fabricating. Her husband also says she's unstable. Rula then tells Joellen she has a tracking device on her husband now everywhere he goes, and he has not slept outside the home once. Joellen then quickly replies, he brings the mistress coffee every morning. Just about gagged. Like, I would be, if that happened to be, like, I'd be like, what do you mean? Um, and then Rula comes back and she goes, he's at the gym every morning. And then Rosie says, does Brian look like he goes to the gym? And then she just says, you don't want to believe the truth. She wants more proof than these AI text messages. So we'll see what happens with this, because this is just some shit here. The ladies all then meet up to take a party bus over to the polo event, but Rula has to back out due to a family emergency. They FaceTime her about 40 minutes later, and she says her husband Brian is with both of his parents at the hospital. Something happened with a family member. She's not sure if she's going to make it. Okay, so then major T drops. Like the rest of this episode, just major T. Okay, so while they're at this polo event, Joellen gets a text message from one of her good friends who is friends with the alleged mistress, saying that Rula's husband now, in real time, is trying to go see the mistress. Just as Rula told the ladies he's at the hospital with his parents. This is I'm trying to think back in Housewives history if this has ever been done before, and I'm drawing a blank, but this is pretty insane. This is weird. Okay. Back at the polo event, Roulette and Brian end up showing up. When this happened, I'm just like, oh my God, they're here. Like, I just don't, like, he dropped her off. I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to go see the mistress and I'll come back. This is crazy. Okay. Um, I love too at the polo event, Kelsey's other man, Billy, his Chiron is Kelsey's other man. It's just like, that's the title he gets. Okay. So back to Rula and her husband at this polo event. Rula finds out her husband isn't wearing his wedding ring while they're at this event. Joellen then shows Liz the mistress posted a picture on Instagram within the time frame that Rula says Brian is with his parents at the hospital. This shit is just real time. I don't have words. This is also messy. Then pan over, Brian is admitting to Joellen's husband that there is this individual texting him today, and he's getting stuck in it, like actively texting him at the polo event. Brian gets confronted about scrolling on Instagram and says he is not doing this on camera and walks away. He ultimately gets confronted with the phone. Why is this person posting this on her Instagram story? He gets defensive. Brian then admits she called him yesterday and they spoke, and Rula knew about it. So this man just admitted that, yeah, he is entangled in something with a mistress woman, and Rula knows about it. I just feel so bad for her. This is insane. I just feel for her. So heartbreaking to have this play out on camera. Joellen then says Brian is too much of a pussy to leave Rula. He wants Rula to leave him and doesn't mind this mistress posting. If that is true, that is horrible. What these weird games? I need Rula's story. I cannot wait to find out more about her. I need to, like, first of all, she's just gorgeous. She could probably get any man. She's with this man. So we will see. So that's where episode 5 leaves us. Holy shit. Guess We'll see who's standing next when the tide rolls in the next episode. Yikes. The reunion is going to be so good. I know Andy's going to have all the good questions, and I hope the men are there. The husbands have to be there. They're pretty predominant, like they have predominant roles in this season. So they're showing up. That's it for this Bravo breakdown on Just Saying. Thank you for listening, and stay tuned as I continue recapping Season 1 of The Real Housewives of Rhode Island. What do you think of this new franchise? Thoughts on the episode so far? Send me a message, leave me a comment, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye!